Hello and welcome to Agricultural Simulator Historical Farming on Fadman Plays Games. Basically we're going to start this new one up. I did do a little trial the other day and we didn't have too much troubles with it, other than the fact that it was a little bit laggy, and I think that was largely around the fact that we had so many bales, because I have a field. I'm going to just have a little run. In my other play I have a field down here and there was a whole bunch of grass bales. Hello doggy. Right, so for getting started we're going to first of all start to figure out our animals, because we should already have just a quick guide around the farm obviously. So we're in the Tuscany version, so Stocko did play this one for a while, and I think he found it to be a bit of a trouble, so we've got our tractor there, X opens the doors, and we've got a nice garage there, building, however you want to call it. Our storage is out and down round here. So this is where we're going to kind of pick up things like the crate for the chickens. So we'll pick that up and then we'll go and find the chickens. Now there's two different ways. We could have gone round the back of the farm, or we can walk through the farm. So we're just going to walk through for the time being. Past our lovely noisy dog, and even though I've got the shift key down to do the whole kind of run, it's still quite slow in the main farm areas. Haven't yet seen why that is, but we'll take that one step at a time. So I'll just drop that and it snaps into place. Excellent. So they'll need something to eat, but we can worry about that in a moment. So what else do we have? We've got obviously our chickens back here. We've got a paddock back here that we can put some animals in. So this is where you probably put your pigs if you're not breeding them. And then obviously you've got this is the back of that garage building, and then you kind of can walk down the hill there, and then you get down to the other to the storage area. So we have our grass pile over here, so we can pick up grass, and you find that you have to pick it up fairly high, otherwise you drop it. And so we're going to take some of that right now. And then this other nice barn here is where our cow, this is our cow shed, and I'm just getting kicked around by the doors, but that's okay. So we then kind of throw our grass. You can see just the last bit of it, and that should kind of fill that up, but it's not done too much. But then again, there is only 10, so yeah. So we're going to go and get some more grass from there, because that's the one thing the cows do like, is the grass. Ooh, what's that down there? Looks like a deer. It is. I haven't seen one of those in the game before. Oh well. It's always something new. So we should start. Yeah, we can start to see the grass coming up through the bottom there now. Okay. So I'm thinking for the time being we're just going to take the pigs, and you just click on the pigs. We're just going to take them round into the back paddock. Mostly because I don't want to start breeding the pigs just yet. I don't want to have to fuss over too many animals all at once. So we're going to kind of take the pigs and just let them do their thing in here, just for a short period of time. And that's all good. once they've been there for a little while, we're probably going to sell at least one or two of them, or all of them in fact. We're going to sell. Oh, sometimes I find that when you click on the animal you get stuck, so you just then click again or right click, and it does release out, so it doesn't actually crash it. It might look like that because it doesn't respond, but you do find ways past things. So let's get this other piggy in here, because then we're going to know where everybody is. And again, for the gates, it's the same as it is to open the door, so you just use the X key. And obviously we're moving around using the WAS and D keys. Wow, you can even walk through walls. You are kind of a mighty pig. Thank you very much. Stay in there. Of course, if you can walk through fences, I'm not really hoping much that you're going to stay there, but it's worth a try. So, last piggy. And yeah, so we're going to kind of start to get ourselves working. And so, first up, I'm not going to start with fields straight away. We will need to set one up, and we will sort that out in the not very distant future. But first up, we're going to make the easy money. Not by moving these logs, but we are going to go and sell another bunch of logs. But we're going to get our cows and our chickens with some feed first, so I'll show you the other way around to the storage area. So we now can go in run mode down around here. So you can see we've got beautiful countryside, and we kind of just toddle down here, and we're right at our storage location. So we've got a little bit of stuff going on. Now corn, I'm sure corn is the cheaper of the two. Yeah. So we'll take some corn up for our chickens. And I find it's always a good idea to try and hold these bags when you kind of hold them high. Otherwise you find that you drop stuff and it gets a bit frustrating. But it's all good. So I have obviously I know Stocko was doing if any of your viewers of Stocko's was doing a Let's Play of this. I don't know if he's going to resume that or not. So until then I'll kind of take it as it comes. Excellent, so now we've got some feed for our chickens. And then we'll just go and get some corn for our cows as well, because they eat the same. Well, they don't eat the same, but they eat corn also. And as you can see, the doors automatically close. So let's get some. Need to remember what it is. Corn. So yeah. So this is, as you probably know, this is pretty much all hands-on farming. And so we can just come back here. This is the back entrance to the cow shed. Lots of... Oh! You see what I mean about things going flying? So, no, it doesn't want to go there, it wants to go on that one. Excellent, and you can see it all snaps into place. So now we want to get a milk churn. Milk urn. So... grab one of these. And these basically two will show up each day. It won't go to more than... I don't think it goes to more than two, but they do kind of... If you grab them out, then it replenishes them. Or you can go and get more empties from the market out in town. And we're probably not going to see town in this particular episode, because we're going to be way too busy just kind of sorting our stuff out and probably going and finding the log place. Because that's the next thing I want to do once we've got the animals in here. Because obviously our chickens should already be there. So let's open this door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the bull in. And if we pull the bull in and we pull a cow in, then they will, I think it's about 20 game days, they will breed. And then we'll have baby cows. There we go, sir. And we'll go and get a cow. And it's the same if you get the sheep. You get 2 sheep in the barn, and they also will breed. Now the difficulty you've got is because you've only got so many slots. If you pull the cows in as well as pull the sheep in, you haven't got enough slots for all the babies. So it's best to do one at the time. Right, so now we want to get some bales, and that takes us to our next location, which is up this ladder. Now on the underside of this is our pigsty, or pig shed. So we put our pigs in here if we were breeding them and working them, but we're not. And much the same as with the cows, we would put grass in our boxes there, and kind of corn there, and the hay bales there. But we're not doing that, so we're going to shut that door. And we're going to go up our ladder, so just by pressing up, and we are going to get a straw bale. So I think it's straw, hay, and grass for the cows. I might actually take it. See what I mean about dropping things? Particularly with bales. Just take them out there. Drop them out. So I think if you drop them at the bottom of the ladder, it's at the point that it would automatically put them up in the loft here. And this is where I get frustrated with the whole thing, so I usually lift it up at least that high. Okay, so now we can lift them up, and we can kind of walk around here into our cow shed. Dum 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 dum, and I may need to. I'm going to have a look at this afterwards. I may need to adjust the lighting, and I may need to adjust the sound. That was run mode, so we managed to just get a bit of run on there. And obviously you can't run as fast when you're carrying a bale, which is kind of logical. Excellent. So, and some grass bales. So we're just going to give them one each at the minute. Where did you go? There you are. So I was standing on top of the bale, which is why I couldn't see it. Which is kind of crazy, considering I only just dropped it. But that's the only real frustration point I have with the game. Okay, so our cows are set up exactly as we want them to be. Our chickens are set up. And if we press our control key, we can see down here what we've got. And we can see that we've got, see how many bales we've got, see what we've got down in the cellar. We've got a cow and a bull in the stable, and we can see our stuff there. And then 21 chickens in the coop. And we can see the animals we've got out in the pasture. And the dunghill is the one place, well, one of the places I haven't shown you yet. And that's very simply right here where we were getting the pigs from. So that's where we would fill up our any manure spreader that we have. So we're very simply now going to take a trip out to go and get some money. So we're going to... I don't know if anyone's familiar with this particular farm and the location, so we've already been around the farm itself. So across the field here is town, and actually there's a pile of logs very similar to the one we have behind us over beyond those trees. Now the reason we're not picking up those logs is because they have a habit of becoming very unstable, and you end up with logs flying everywhere because they get embedded in the walls and things. So rather than risk that, we're just going to kind of go over here. We're going to go and find the logs that will spawn over here, and we won't have any worries with those ones because they're not going to get mistaken and placed half inside of a building and then start throwing an absolute fit. So there we go. And what we can do is we can take these out to the log merchant, who will then give us money. So it's effectively free money. Except there are no logs here yet. So this is where they would spawn. I'll need to kind of take them and pick them up. But since they're not here, we can't do that. So what we'll do is we'll just take a trip into town, and I'll show you town. So we could go... well, we're kind of going the long way. Oh, look, there's a deer that's kind of half in the ground. Okay. So half tractor will travel, but just not very fast. So I'm forgetting now because I've been playing things like Minecraft for so long where you don't have the option to just automatically move. The 1, 2 and 3 keys for just kind of leaving you in the specific gear, well, specific speed. Okay, so here we are in town. Macarona, which sounds very strange. We'll kind of get off, so that's Z. I forgot that the other day. I did my sound test and I forgot how to get off the tractor, so I was there for about 5 minutes trying to figure it out. So we've got some wonderful wares there. We would bring all of our nice goodies here to sell. And if we want to buy, we've got the market stall opposite. This lady doesn't look as happy as our lady. Or does she? They both look pretty happy. So yeah, we can get onions, we can get fertilizer, pesticide, we can get the empty milk jugs, and those don't cost us anything. And we can also get corn, more empty milk jugs, more pesticide. I don't know why we buy eggs, because our stuff's going to produce eggs. More corn. And we can also get bales, and this is also where we can sell bales. Not that there's a great demand for them, and you can only sell a certain amount of bales at one time. I think it's either 3 or 4 is the maximum you can sell in a single transaction for a day. So each day that count resets. At least that's what I found. So let's get back on our tractor. Our Ferguson. Bless them. And kind of selling equipment is down the bottom here. So yeah, so if we were to sell equipment, we'd come down to this location here. Obviously new equipment is purchased and would spawn at the farm location. Learn how to drive. Yeah, I will. Okay, so we're now going to kind of head back to the farm because we can't make our log money today. but I don't take the road. Hey, if this is my land and I'm going to be farming it, I'm going to take the shortcut. You don't have a tractor to go on roads. It's not the most direct route. So yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So probably what we'll look at next time is just the starts of what we'll need to do in order to get our animals to be in a nice healthy state. So sorry, I just couldn't resist beeping the horn. So there we go. Okay, so we're going to park up and park our tractor up. Almost in the same place, but we're just going to drive it in. Okay, so that's our little guided tour. I think what we'll be looking at is, next time we'll look to cut some grass, so we can see how much grass we've got. We've got 178 grass, and really we want to have a good lot of that before we kind of get too far into the game. So that will probably be what we do next time around. So until next time, take care, folks.